Good day, and welcome to the training video on establishing a profit objective using the alternate weighted guidelines method. When one enters a negotiation with a contractor, one should do so with a well thought out estimate of what percentage of profit is acceptable to the government. This method allows us to do so efficiently and effectively. Today, we will be reviewing this standard using an example scenario in which we are building a barn for 21 Texas Longhorns. Our first step is to assess the degree of risk in the contractor performing the evaluation. We will assign this factor, and indeed all factors, a weight from 0.03 to 0.12. You can probably deduce that building a barn doesn't have high risk. However, let's say this is a lump sum contract. So we'll give this a weight of 0.05. Next, y'all are going to need to work out the relative difficulty of the work to be completed. Again, building a barn is a pretty simple task, but we're going to need some wide lanes on account of those long horns. Additionally, the majority of the work is going to be completed by a subcontractor. Let's give this one a rating of 0.05 as well. Thirdly, we're looking at the size of the job. Here, there's a fairly well-defined answer for deciding what our factor is going to weigh. Let's say this barn is going to cost $99,000 to build. So we'll give this factor a weight of 0.12 based on the scale provided here. Alright, now we got to figure out the POP, or the period of performance, for this old job. This one has a pretty straightforward answer as well. I reckon it's going to take us about a month to build this barn. So we'll give this one a weight of 0.03 based on the scale provided here. Next up, figure in the contractor's investment from below average, average, or above average. We'll consider the amount of subcontracting, government furnished property, mobilization payments, etc. We know we've got subs, but there's no government furnished property. Let's call this one 0.07. Tell me, friend, how much assistance is the government providing? Average or above average? We ain't got no government furnished property, so let's give this one another 0.03. Alright, partner, we're Berks and Dunn after they split in 2009. Just about done. Now remind me, how much subcontracting is there? We said the majority. Let's say more than 80% is going to be done by the contractor, so we'll assign this a weight of 0.03. Now, all we got to do is a little bit of math. Yeehaw! Look what we got there. Our total value is 5.25, which represents our fair and reasonable profit percentage. That wasn't too bad, was it? Of course, our exemplar was simpler than a first grade spelling bee, but you'll get the idea. And just look at these steers looking tickled pink for the hard work you put into this. Thank you much for your time and attention.